Loving someone whose emotions seem to swing, from these incredible highs to really crushing lows.
It's a powerful experience. One moment connection, the next. Maybe confusion, even frustration.
Exactly. So today, we're diving into Julie A. Fast and John D. Preston's guide, Loving Someone with Bipolar Disorder. Really insightful stuff.
Right, and our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. We want to pull out the most practical, compassionate strategies from their work.
Tools to support your loved one. Yeah.
Yes, but also, and this is critical tools to protect your own well-being, it's about finding a balance that actually works long-term.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. We hear bipolar, we think mood swings.
Yeah.
But Fast and Preston say it's, much more than that. It's a medical condition, right? With distinct phases.
Absolutely. And understanding these phases is key. They're not just, bad moods or good moods cranked up.
Yeah.
They describe these periods of really elevated energy, optimism, impulsivity.
Yeah.
Sometimes risky behavior. That's the mania or hypomania. And then you have the other side. The intense sadness, the lack of motivation, real hopelessness. That's depression.
And the crucial point they make.
It's the disorder driving these episodes. It is absolutely not a choice the person is making. Grasping that is huge for anyone supporting them.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So understanding the phases is one thing, but how does recognizing patterns, maybe spotting triggers early, how does that become a superpower, as they put it?
Well, it shifts everything, doesn't it? Instead of just reacting to a crisis, you start seeing the subtle signs, maybe sleep changes or spending patterns shift or they withdraw.
Yeah, that lets you.
It lets you respond sooner, maybe more effectively, and crucially, it helps you separate the person you love from the illness. That allows for compassion, instead of just frustration or blame.
Okay, that separation sounds vital. But let's talk about the caregiver. Fast and Preston really stress self-care. That can feel, selfish sometimes, can it?
It can, but they are so clear on this. Self-care is not selfish. It's actually a prerequisite. You can't pour from an empty cup, right?
So how do they suggest starting? What are the first steps to build that support, those boundaries?
Start small. Consistent acts of self-care. Finding a friend, maybe a support group, someone you can talk to honestly. And boundaries. They're not about pushing your partner away.
Yep.
They're about protecting your own emotional space, learning to see the illness's behavior for what it is and not letting it define your self-worth or completely drain you. That's a game changer.
That reframing is really helpful. Boundaries is protection, not distance. So building on that, how do we communicate, especially when things are tough during an episode?
Communication needs to be strategic and compassionate. So during mania or hypomania, stay calm. Avoid big confrontations or arguments. Logic often isn't the main driver then.
Right, don't get drawn in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And during depression, gentle, consistent support. Small things can matter hugely. A walk, a simple meal together, just being there.
And using I statements.
Always. I feel worried when, instead of you, always. It keeps the focus on your feelings, avoids blame. Much more constructive.
Makes sense. And the book talks a lot about treatment, adherence therapy, meds, lifestyle. How do you encourage that without becoming like the medication police?
Yeah, that's a delicate balance. It's about being a teammate, an advocate, not their therapist or doctor.
So practical support.
Maybe helping with logistics, gently reminding them of the benefits they feel when they stick to the plan. Frame it as managing a medical condition, like any other chronic illness, to help them live a more stable, fulfilling life. It's support, not control.
Got it. And thinking longer term. Celebrating the good times.
Yeah.
The stability to that help.
Oh, absolutely. Fast and Preston emphasize acknowledging stability, even small wins. A week of good sleep, making it to therapy. That positive reinforcement helps build momentum, reminds both partners progress is possible.
So wrapping this up, what's the overarching philosophy here?
Look, these relationships definitely need flexibility, huge amounts of patience, and clear boundaries. But Fast and Preston show that with mutual respect, understanding, and that commitment to self-care on both sides.
They can thrive.
They really can. They can build something uniquely strong.
So the takeaway, loving someone with bipolar disorder,
Yeah.
it's undeniably challenging, complex, but it is possible. It needs understanding, patience, those boundaries, and a lot of compassion.
Exactly. And maybe a final thought for you to take away. Real love, perhaps, isn't about fixing someone. It's more about walking alongside them, offering that support, while also fiercely protecting your own well-being every single step of the way, navigating it together.
This video is presented by International Psychology Association. Follow us for more psychology updates.